Hi, I'm Steve Sobek. In this brief video, I will give you an overview of how you and your children can benefit from this website. Most of this site involves interactive flashcard-like drills, some geared toward elementary age children, while other drills are for teenagers and adults. All right, this is the home page of amysflashcards.com, and we see a bunch of buttons off to the right here. And the first 5 of these buttons involve our interactive flashcard-like drills. These are the 5 categories that I spoke of. If we desire to use flashcard-like drills to learn our states, countries, cities, rivers, mountain ranges, things of that sort, then we would click here on the geography button to see what's available for us. We have a mental math category. That mental math is doing math without a calculator, without a pencil or paper. Includes basic mental math such as addition and 3 plus 5 and 8 times 7, things of that sort. But it also includes advanced mental math. We will learn how to take 17 times 19. We don't memorize those answers, but we have tricks for calculating the answers very rapidly, so people think that you have it memorized. What is 97 squared? These are advanced mental math drills. We have a category for music, learning the keys of a piano, the notes, learning the guitar fretboard, learning guitar chords, learning other basic music theory. We have a category for vocabulary. We have a category for Bible drills. Those are the 5 different categories for our flashcard-like drills. These other buttons reveal some things that were added on later. For example, yes, I do provide one-on-one live math tutoring, and we'll talk about that later. I do offer some algebra classes. I do offer a computer applications class. Yes, I have 10 videos on how to use a TI-84 graphing calculator, a very valuable tool. Worth your time learning. But I'd like to begin by focusing on these first 5 buttons and just show you the flashcard-like drills. So we're going to click on this first button, the geography button, and see what drills are available for us here. Geography drills in 3 different categories. The first category would be learning states and countries. Next category is learning the capital cities and other cities. And the last category is for learning rivers, lakes, mountains, deserts, things of that sort. All right, let's suppose we'd like to learn the 50 states of the United States of America. Then what we're going to do is we're going to click on this word start just to the left of the drill, and we'll take a look at our first interactive drill. A state drill for learning the 50 states of the USA. Notice that as I mouse over a state, it lights up. When I click on a state, you can see the answer. If you had your speakers turned on, you will also hear me pronounce the answer. Tennessee, Mississippi. I have mine turned off just so that the noise will not interfere with my explanations. If you don't know any of the 50 states, then you're supposed to start with 3 states that are close together, such as Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. And you just practice drilling yourself on those 3 states. Florida, yes. Georgia, yes. Alabama, got it. And if you're successful with those 3 states, then add on Mississippi and practice those 4. Mississippi, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Mississippi, Florida. And just practice those 4 until you're ready to add on a 5th state, South Carolina, and then add on Tennessee and add on North Carolina, and can just add on 1 state at a time until you've learned all 50 states. Notice that never will you be prompted to type in the name of the state. You don't have to type in Georgia. You just think it in your head and then click on the state to see the answer, to see if you are correct. Some people think that this is a testing site and they're expecting to have to type in the answers. And this is not for testing. This is a learning site, Having to slow down and type in an answer defeats the whole purpose of flashcard learning. So you will never, on any of the drills, the math drills, vocabulary, music, never be asked to type in an answer. You either just click on a state or country to see the answer, or mouse over a city to see the answer. Never have to type the answer in. And that's the USA state drill. Okay, a few more things I wanted to share about these drills. Notice that many of the drills are blocked. You see the word blocked instead of the word start. The ones that have start in front of them are free and open to the public for anyone to use as long as you like to use them. The ones that are blocked are only available to those who subscribe to my website. I only ask for $20 per year subscription to have access to all the drills on the site. That's about $1.67 per month. After you see everything that's available to you, you will find it hard to believe that I'm only asking $1.67 per month. But that's true. That's all that I want. All these other drills that have start in front of them, you can continue to use them as long as you want. They're free. You never have to type in a username or password. You could always just click start and use the drill. Now the other, I also wanted to mention that I have group subscriptions. If you belong to a church or a homeschool group or a school, $60 is the group subscription, and that covers everybody in the group. Now, off to the right, this hyperlink is for printing a map, so that you can give it to your child, say while they're in the back seat of the car, away from a computer, and they can practice learning their states when the computer is available. All right, let me show you an example of the state map. All right, here's an example of the PDF file that allows you to print the USA states. These PDF files are 2 pages. One page has all the answers, and the other page does not. So you would print one side without the answers and put it back in the printer, turn it over, and print the other side with the answers, and so that your child can practice while they're in the back seat of a car, for example. And I'd like to share a few words about the math drills, the mental math drills. These are drills you do without calculators, without pencil or paper. The question, 5 times 7, appears up here. Just like the geography drills, you will never be prompted to type in an answer. You simply think the answer, 35, and then click this button that says Show Answer to see the answer, to see if you're right. If you're right, you click Next Question. It's the same button. And think 3 times 2, 6. Check the answer. Yep. 21. Yep. 20. Yep. 12. Yep. Now, if you make a mistake, if you thought that 5 times 2 was 15 instead of 10, once you see the answer is 10, you stop, just like you would with a physical flashcard. You would stop and think about that. Oh yeah, 5 times 2 is 10. What am I thinking? 15. That was 5 times 3. All right, and then you would then go on. 28. Now, these never stop. You have to stop whenever you want to. I suggest doing this about 5 minutes each day, and 4 or 5 minutes is plenty. With that, you will see tremendous improvement over the course of weeks and months. Whenever you're say after 5 minutes you decide I'm ready to stop, you would click the stop sign, and you'll see my daughter Amy swing on the vine, and then you'll see some statistics showing the duration of your session, how many problems you completed, what's the rate in which you're working, and then click Main Menu to get back to the math drills. The other thing I wanted to share with you is that not all of these drills are basic. Many of them are advanced mental math drills. For example, multiplying numbers from 11 to 19. Let me just start this drill. See, you're not supposed to memorize 18 times 14, but there's a little trick that you're supposed to think in your head. Okay, what's 220 plus another 32? 252. So you see, I could get the answer pretty fast. I didn't memorize 252, but I knew a trick that allowed me to calculate it very quickly. And so what I'm suggesting to you is that you not use the advanced drills until you've mastered all the basic drills. And secondly, to the right of all of these, the more advanced drills, there's a link that says special strategy or trick. And you are to make sure that you click on that button, and there's a video of showing me explaining this mental math trick for multiplying numbers from 11 through 19, like 13 times 15, etc. And so don't expect to do these problems in the conventional way. There are special tricks for doing these, and make sure that you watch and listen to the video, the trick, before you attempt any of the advanced drills. The thing I wanted to say about the geography drills, when you were doing the names of the states or names of the countries, you would always click your mouse on the state or on the country to see and hear the answer. Not so with the city drills. Here we have the cities of the USA, the stars or the capital cities of each state, Austin, Texas, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Jackson, Mississippi, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And the black circles are just other important cities of the USA. And I suggest that you first learn all the stars first. Once you learn Sacramento as the capital of California, and you know all the other capitals, then you can start to learn Los Angeles and San Diego and San Francisco, other important cities that you should know. But they're just mouse over events. You just point your mouse. You do not click to see the answer. Also, there's no audio pronunciation with the city drills, as there were with the country and the state drills. You do not see, you not hear the answer, you just see the answer for these city drills. And for most all the other drills and other categories, on the site, they're mouse over events. You just point your mouse to see the answer. It's only the math drills and the state drills and the country drills that you actually have to left mouse click to see the answer. All the others, just point your mouse and the answer appears. All right, we've covered the geography drills. We talked about the mental math drills. The other three categories for interactive flashcards are the music drills, the vocabulary drills, and the Bible drills. And these are all very similar to the geography drills, except they are mouse over events. You will not need to click your mouse to see any of the answers. You just mouse over the answer, and you'll be able to see the answer. So what you've learned from the first two, I think, is transferable to music, vocabulary, and Bible. You'll note that there are, in addition to flashcard-like drills, when you go to the music section, there are also video instruction drills. My daughter Amy has some videos on how to play piano, and then there's a whole bunch of videos on how to play guitar. And so I've expanded, from just flashcard-like drills. I now have a bunch of videos as well, and so keep that in mind. There's not just flashcards, there's videos in addition to that. So that pretty much wraps up this section here. Now, what's new, that's all I had for about 3.5, 4 years. And just this year, I'm adding on some new things, one-on-one math tutoring. And I'm not going to go into great depth there. Maybe if you click on this button, let me show you that screen. All right, after clicking the one-on-one math tutoring button, this is what the screen will look like. I'm not going to read everything. I mean, there's a lot of details here. But probably the best way for you to get an idea of what one-on-one math tutoring is like is to watch this short video, a sample video that I created of me tutoring my daughter Amy. We were solving exponential equations using logarithms, and there, as you watch that video, you could see all the different capabilities we have, similar to a Skype session, but I use Adobe Connect webinar platform, and it's much more powerful, and it's amazing the different things that I could do to make the child feel that it's just as if we were in a library sitting right beside each other, both talking, both writing. We both have pen tools with different colors, and if I use a graphing calculator, the student can see my simulation calculator. They could see the buttons turn red when I click on a button. They could see the screen when I do a graph. Now, the subjects that I taught, 9th and 10th grade, is high school math is what I taught for 33 years. And my preference is to teach these subjects here: pre-algebra, algebra 1, geometry, algebra 2, and trigonometry. And that's my preference. That's what I'm most comfortable with. I'll consider other things, but I'm right at home with these subject areas. So at the bottom of the page, if you're interested in tutoring, there's a little form to make a request. You know, you just complete this, tell me what subject you're taking, what specific topics you need help with, how long would you like to be tutored, what are some, possible dates and times, and now this web form is going to be changing shortly. By the time you watch this video, it won't look quite like this. It'll be broken down. You'll first create a username and password, and then it will ask you, what subject, and eventually ask you all these questions so that I could email back to you with a hyperlink and a date and a time, and then you could click on the link and come into my webinar room and have quite amazing tutoring experience. I think you'll find it well worthwhile. And I've taught math for 33 years. I know all the mistakes students make, so I can help prevent your child from making those mistakes. So if you want to give it a try, go ahead and complete a tutoring request form, and I'll get back to you via email. That's one-on-one math tutoring. All right, just a few words about the live algebra classes that I'll be teaching via webinar. Starting in September of 2016, I will teach an Algebra 1 class and an Algebra 2 class using Adobe Connect webinar software. So all the details are on this page. You could read through those yourself, the costs and the textbooks that we use, the subjects that we'll be covering. It's all here on this page. So I don't think I need to get into much detail, other than it's similar to the tutoring session, where students and teachers hear each other, and we have pen tools. But I also have breakout rooms where the students will be sent into rooms with instantly presentation status, and each of them will, have access to, pen tools, and they'll select a leader, and each of the groups will work through problems. We come back together and see how groups do. So I like, whenever I was a classroom teacher, I liked to have students working in small groups quite a bit. And so we could do the same thing with the Adobe Connect webinar software. Students will get to know other students, and if they want to pay a little bit less, they could be not an active student, they could be an auditing student, and that's all. Those details are also on this page. And so if you're interested in my live algebra classes for September of 2016, then please go to my algebra page and look through all the details, and you'll see the registration form at the bottom. And that's the live algebra classes. In addition to teaching mathematics, I was also a computer teacher at the 9th and 10th grade level, and And so from time to time I will also offer a one-semester computer applications class. And here we'll be covering different topics such as Microsoft Word, Publisher Excel, Access Database, Google Forms, Photoshop. We'll spend a good bit of time there, audio editing with Audacity, video editing, other applications as time permits. Whenever I had open house with the parents, and they would always ask, can you teach a class in the evening? We would like to learn all this stuff too. And I was too busy before I retired. But now that I'm retired, I have the time, and so if we have enough interest, we might have a class for, say, homeschool students. And if there are some adults that would like to take a class, maybe I'll have a separate class just for adults on learning how to use this very useful software. Once you might say, well, I've never done audio editing, and I don't think I'd ever need it. The thing is, you haven't done it because you don't know how to do it. Once you learn how to do it, all of a sudden you find yourself using it all the time and helping other families who need to have some audio edited. So anyways, I think it'll be very useful, and I think you'll enjoy this class. And all the details are on my webpage for the live computer applications class via webinar. So if you're interested, the registration form will be at the bottom of the page. Well, that's it. I hope you found this overview video helpful in getting the big picture of what's available at amysflashcards.com. Again, as a real quick summary, we've got these 5 buttons here that are my flashcard-like drills, and many of these drills are totally free, and you could use them as long as you want. Some of the drills are blocked, and if you want access to all the drills, you have to pay the $20 annual subscription. That's $20 per year, not per month. That's only $1.67 per month. For that amazing low price, you get just an amazing amount of resources and help. So I hope you strongly consider using these flashcard drills. I hope you take a look at the one-on-one math tutoring page and check out the details. Watch the sample tutoring video. If you're interested in algebra classes online, that's September 2016 that I start those, and those are live classes. And the computer applications class, check that out. Check out the videos, not just the TID4 videos, but I've got a lot of music, guitar videos, and piano instruction videos, in addition to the flashcard-like drills in those categories. So there's a lot here to look at. Please take the time to examine things in greater detail. This video just gave you a snapshot of what's available on my website. I even have a category beneath these 9 buttons called Homeschool Resources, and there's lots of stuff there. You could print the 2016 calendar, many other things they're all free. All those they're free in that category. So check those out, and appreciate you taking time to watch this video.